YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy D Dyson. So, episode 3 of Loki, we get to finally see Jonathan Majors as Victor Timely. And from the trailers, I was like, this dude does not disappoint. Very scene stealing, very captivating when he's on screen, and just trying to see what the plot is of what He Who Remained was trying to do. So you see Ravonna Renslayer and Miss Minutes. Miss Minutes has been there since the beginning. So she's been with them with Nathaniel Reed through the whole process. And as she mentioned in Heroes, we've been here eons from the creation of the TVA through the multiversal war, eons after. So I was telling myself, I'm like, how old is Miss Minutes? So Miss Minutes is, and how was she came to be? And as he created her, she was getting more jealous of Ravonna Renslayer. That it's the fact that she's been with him for so long, she loves him. So she's always been jealous of Ravonna Renslayer. Don't want Ravonna Renslayer to be with him at all. So what she became was more jealous of Renslayer and just wanted her and He Remains to themselves, because that's how they always was. So when she broke that story down, I was like, I can always tell that that's why she was around. And there's a reason why he never put her in a real body. It's because he probably knew that's how she would turn out to be. Very, very jealous. But I like the fact that they go back in time in 1868 to go to Victor Timely when he was a little boy, to give him the TVA handbook, to give him that idea that, hey, this is possible, and this is one of my variants that is probably good to help him with the loom and the temporal. I always call it temporal because of Mobius, but the loom, to kind of create it in his time. So when you pull him, he was able to get the technology to create it, because he was the one that probably could, versus all the other variants that will probably do something for evil. So I look at it like, I love this, how this is building up and how this is setting up. So you see Mobius and Loki travel back in time to be trying to figure out what's going on. Finally seeing Renslayer and Victor Timely, and then Sylvie pops in, was like, I told you if I ever see him, I'm gonna kill him. I'll kill all his variants just because. But she looked at it, was like, he's the only one that can really save the TVA, and that is the reason why you're in your branch timeline. Loki is trying to get her to understand that, like, that is the only reason why you are in that branch timeline. It's because the TVA exists and they haven't pruned it. What they're trying to do is prune all these branch timelines. If the TVA goes away, and all his variants will try to wreak havoc on every single branch and timeline. So that is why they're trying to save the TVA. And I love the battle that they get. It's like they're basically going back to where it was. And Victor Timely is kind of like, I don't know what's going on. His stutter, his quips of he's not really sure what's going on. And even in his time as an inventor, he's basically a swindler that he makes inventions, they don't really have work, they pay him, he runs away. So that's why I was like, yeah. So when you look at that wholeheartedly, is he really a good variant? Because he's swindling people based on his invention ideas. So that's why I'm telling myself, it doesn't really sound like he's really a good variant yet. So that's why I'm like, and even when they brought it up as saying that all the terrible things that you have done or you could do, that is why, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm looking at it like, yeah, you can kind of tell, you know, with the right technology, he's going to turn bad. And I think that He Who Remains knows that. So that's why it went to him. And he'll have a conscience of not sure yet, or, you know, how this will play out. So I'm really intrigued, and I loved how this episode went, because you got to explore a lot about Miss Minutes and who she really is. So that's what I'm telling myself. I'm like, he created her. I hope we get a lot more of who she really is as a deep dive, or do like a flashback of when them two were together, or when he created her. So I really hope we get that. But at the end of it, because, you know, Victor Timely double-crossed Ravonna Renslayer and saying that, oh, we need to have partnership, and Miss Minutes like, yeah, we don't need her, and ends up when Victor Timely looks at Miss Minutes like, nope, you got to go too. I don't like partnership. So, and I think that all his variants are like that. Like, I don't like partnership. So when those two finally, when Sylvia kicked her over to He Who Remains at the end of time, she's probably like, Miss Menace pops up and was like, yeah, I'm going to tell you exactly why he did what he did. You're going to get really angry. And I can't wait to see why, because I think he fell in love with her and she's told him no. And he just wiped everything out. Like, nope, fine then. So I think that's what's going to happen. He wiped her mind. He wiped everything about her and condensed her because she doesn't want to be with him. And he got pissed at that. So, you guys enjoyed my review of episode 3 of Loki. Subscribe to my channel. Post a comment down below. Like the video. It's your boy, D. Dyson. Peace.